Invented in September of 1855, had an appeal that is wider, stronger, and deeper than any philosophical or societalistic theory, since it appeals to the marvelous in man, he continued. In 5 years, it had spread like wildfire over this continent, there we go, so that there is scarcely a village without its mediums and its miracles. If it be a delusion, it had misled many of the intelligent as well as the ignorant. So about a month later, the increasingly alarmed Raymond added that clergymen, formerly preachers of evangelical denominations, are now lecturing on spiritualism and its wildest of heresies to large congregations. The whole West and the greater extent of the whole country has been deeply infiltrated. Yet despite the ongoing protests, by 1856, several influential religious leaders embraced spiritualism. So there was these preachers now that are like, okay, we're kind of into this. We're really into this. As mediums appeared and produced increasingly spectacular effects, table tippings, levitations, again, we talked about like the bells jingling, the knocks, kind of the normal stuff, but now stuff's floating. We're doing all kinds of wild shit. There were subsequent investigations and exposed many of them as frauds. They're like, oh, okay, I see the string. Yeah, I see the string. The Fox sisters were now really pushed from center stage. They were not like the only show in town anymore. And if you're looking at levitations versus, rappity-tappity tap on a table, then they weren't even like the best show in town. So they were really pushed out of the spotlight. And at times believing the rappings were the manifestations of spirits, and they were just like, okay, they're wrecked with guilt. This guilt was induced by their deceptions of folks, right? They quarreled a lot with each other and their supporters. So boom, fall 1888. Maggie publicly admitted that spiritualism was a fraud. Non-believers rejoice. Advocates blamed it on the fact that for some time Maggie, as well as her sister Katie, had been slipping into severe alcoholism. I don't know, maybe that depression and stuff and alcoholism had to do with the fact that you're like defrauding grieving people. I don't know. Again, you be the judge. A year later, when Maggie recanted her confession, the credibility of the Fox sisters shriveled. So she's like, no, it's fake. And then like a year later, she's like, no, it's not fake. I'm out of money. It's not fake. It's not fake. So by that point, the damage had been done. They slipped into obscurity. Katie died of end-stage alcoholism. There we go. On July 1st, 1892, and Maggie on March 8th the following year. The mysterious raps heard in Hydesville in 1848 sowed the seeds of spiritualism that have continued to sprout, evolve, flourish, even into present day. Even today, there's celebrity mediums. There's people that practice spiritualism. There's the practice of channeling, right? There's descriptions of near-death experiences. There's New Age philosophies. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of books. There's new television shows. Like I said, we got Zach Bagans, right? We got folks like that are kind of doing this in a different way with maybe technology or something similar. But it's here. It started there, and it's still here to this day. I will let you be the judge. As with all things, I encourage you to go take a look, go peruse the World Wide Web, dig in, read the stories, and I'll let you judge for yourself. But either way, whether it's a group of folks that are willingly defrauding and scamming folks that are ripe with grief from the loss of their loved ones, or whether there really are things that are bumping and knocking in the night and communicating through these people. Either one of those, the really fucking scary story. Have you had a really fucking scary experience? Have you seen a ghost? Have you been on a macabre adventure? Would you like to share it on air? Would you like for us to tell that story? Or you just have something horrid that you would like for us to talk about? Head over to PaleHorseMediaCo.com. Use the contact form to let us know all about it. Make sure that you subscribe. New episodes come out every single Friday. We look forward to continuing this creepy, crawly, morbid, macabre, and grotesque adventure with you the listener. We love you, and we will see you soon. Thank you for joining us today on our trip into the dark. We hope that you join us again next week for all things horror, all things macabre, all things grotesque, here on Really Fucking Scary